Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Tales of Arise. Last episode, we got to explore the starship city of Lenegus, part of Rena, I guess the capital of Rena. We got to learn a little bit more about the 5 different lords, and then made our way here to the Forbidden Zone. Along the way, we ran into what appeared to be brainwashed Renan soldiers, as well as some new Zeugles. And so, in this episode, let's see what the Forbidden Zone is hiding. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and I'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, obviously we have a heal point here, which means we have some sort of boss coming up. So, let's see. Do I have any skill points I can spend? Not really. Alright, let's see what's ahead.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Alright, the Tormented Limbs. I can't target anything.
I've never known
I thought
Faria
its
to
HP
control
was starting low right there, because I had paused the game right there. Yeah, she's got the Master Core. I'm not sure how she got that. Honestly, is this a fight for Rinwell? It could be, man. I don't think I've ever done a boss fight as... Hey, boy, man! Holy! We swap to Rinwell. I'm just curious what I can do here with my Divine Saber. Actually, let me sharpness first. And then... I'm gonna start casting Divine Saber and then have Alphen drop the boss. I'm just curious how good this can do. But Dohalim already died. And that's pretty solid damage. I still don't know how I'm getting like... okay, that hurt. I'm still not sure how I'm getting the quick casts. Dohalim, come... Okay, well... Maybe I shouldn't be playing as Shionne. Maybe I should just stick to what I know. Because this is what happened. I mean, I did almost die as Alphen as well. This is just a little bit of a harder boss. This is a level 45, so still waiting to see when we fight a story boss that's level 50, so we know we're strong enough to go do those optional dungeons. Are we going to get them up? Okay, thank you. We got Rinwell at least, but if we would have got Dohalim first, he could have helped get people up. Law, you can help out. Am I targeting the head? No. That sucks. Now I am, though. Okay, there's our core break. I don't think Shionne's going to be very helpful right now, so we'll just go ahead. Well, we should actually wait till the core comes back. I mean, there's a chance it casts, but I doubt it. The good news is we do a good bit of damage with that upwards attack. We also hit a lot. So like this hits at least twice, but it's only 80 damage. And that's just because our proficiency is not high enough, unfortunately. That count as a sprint attack? I don't think it did. Oh boy, there we go. Perfect dodge. We don't do nearly as much when we're not... Oh, there's the core back. Perfect. Use Alphen first. Use Dohalim. Use Law. Use Kisara. Just use everybody there, get as much damage as we can while he's downed. Okay, there's our first strike. First half, not bad. We did have those 2 downs, but that's my own fault for playing as not Alphen. So let's see how the second half is, because I'm sure he's going to start getting enraged immediately. Yep, here we go. What do we got? Okay, well, so he spins, and then he teleports to you. It's not bad. Then he does it again, okay. Ooh, so that is... We should just keep him away from... We should just stay away from our teammates then. Yeah, that hurts. It's very difficult to dodge as well. And here he comes again. Not at me, though. He went at Dohaleem this time. Are we done? Do you want to cut that out now? Yes, we do. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to have to get out of that healing circle, which sucks. I need you to heal me this time, Shionne. Please. Please, Shionne. I just have to start dodging. Thank you. Ooh, that attack right there, I think, is what killed Dohaleem. Oh boy! I was trying to get the perfect dodges there because I thought I'd figured out the timing, but dodging into it is a different beast. We are very close here. He'll probably get one more enraged, unfortunately. Ow. But after that... Oh boy. Let's go ahead and just use Alphen real quick. We might be able to do enough damage here, because we're not going to be able to get another core break regardless. So let's just see if we can do enough. Right here. Okay, he just does the spin attack. Here we go. He's teleporting to me again. Good dodge. My whole team is super low. We don't need a healing art. We need a healing circle. We need a healing circle, Shionne. Please, Shionne. You've got to heal multiple people right now. We're just using peach gels too now. We're going to be cutting it close. I wanted to use... we never really had a good chance... Oh, that sucks. We never really had a good chance to use... No! Dohaleem. Oh, we were so close. And there goes Rinwell. Come on, guys. We were so close. We're gonna kill right here. Oh, poor guy. That's fine. We still got the kill.
Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning! The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohaleem!
Forgive me.
What? We can just shatter master cores?
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shionne, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohaleem. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shionne.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
And there we go. That is a boss completed, level 44 for most of our team. Anything hiding over here? We'll watch that little cutscene here in a second. Just want to see... Well, we can't heal up again, so let's go ahead and see what they have to say about Faria.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
We have no CP left. I only used like a peach gel during that fight though, so...
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dahna's astral energy.
Did we get thrown into an anime cutscene? No. Just a flashback.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shionne's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dahna.
But the will of Dahna is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dahna's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dahna's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shionne's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally.
That does bring an interesting point. It did look like that's where the thorns originated,
A ceremony
but
that occurred
the
3
fact that
centuries ago.
only
We still don't
light
know how to
astral
get rid
energy
of
is
them.
on Dahna and only
just
dark
hope we can
energy is
find a
on
way.
Rena, that doesn't make sense. I have a kind of a new theory based off everything we talked about, I think, last episode. What if Dahna and Rena lived, or like, I'm assuming they've always been twin planets with 2 different sets of inhabitants. Maybe Lenegis showed up and that's what caused all this, and Lenegis isn't from Rena, they just think it is. Interesting thoughts.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dahna might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dahna's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
I believe this entire area is another just heavy exposition zone. Are we going to get a fast travel point? Because there's something I want to do back on Dahna. I'm walking forward automatically, by the way. There's nothing I can do to stop this.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne's thorns. As well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Okay.
Just need a...
Did I really not find any fast travel? That is a little unfortunate. Okay, well, not much else we can do. This is probably going to lock us into at least this dungeon, but I do know we can still fast travel at some point, so let's go ahead and just head forward. Yeah, I know. We're going to find out what Shionne's thorns are. The only way is forward.
I'm determined to save Shionne and Dahna. Nothing I learn can change that.
Okay. So this is going to be... It looks like a lot of teleporting and a lot of cutscenes.
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long. I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron?
But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
That raises... So we kind of already knew that he was like a bioengineered human of some kind, so that doesn't really surprise me. Volron being similar to him, sure, that's not really surprising. I think the biggest question still is the purpose of the Lords and the crown contest, because why would they send their only other successful sovereign down to Dahna to participate in the crown contest? I'm going to see if I get any answers from these control panels, so let's see. I probably won't read all of it. The sedative mask. It pacifies prisoners, preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. That carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, digital devices will no longer be manufactured. Okay, so that's essentially the mask that he wore. Test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord, and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Okay, so that's just talking about the mind control abilities. Okay. See if there's anything interesting over here. Lenegis, a large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dahna's astral energy and transmit to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel resident zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer protecting them. Outer layers deployed upon activation. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to readdress said damage is confirmed. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the crown contest on Dahna. Any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Because that's just, they're harvesting astral energy. This is the detachable harvester, makes its way to Dahna, transmits it back up to Lenegis, okay. Not too surprised there. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dahna after exploding due to the rampancy expedition by the Sovereign. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. Interesting. So there was already a Harvester on Dahna that got destroyed probably by Alphen. Master Core, sure, we'll find out. It contains the astral energy. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Rena's Alma is ready to be reformed. Its existence kept top secret. Dormant energy. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. Okay. So I understand that, like, the point of sending... So one purpose of the Lords, obviously, is to charge up the Master Cores to create the Rena's Alma for whatever this ceremony is that they're talking about. But why did they have to change? Like, what is the point? Why didn't they just keep a Lord down there forever, charging the Master Cores? Spirit Cores Okay, so this is the thing that drains the astral energy. You already know about that. We have lords. Okay, here we go. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They're also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables, such as age, have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. Should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master core's power. Obviously, with Alphen and Shionne, all Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. In the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. That's how Volron became a lord. We knew that part. So this is Volron. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risk it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned two risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dahna under the guise of serving as a lord. See, but we don't know why he was... he had to serve as a lord. We have the Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Dahnan subject serves as the base of its creation. Okay, so that's what we figured. Because I was a Dahnan, I figured Volron was also Dahnan. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. Interesting. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's power of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. No effective alternative methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Okay, the Maiden. It's the Sovereign's support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. A Renan subject serves its functions. So I assumed it had to be a Renan and a Dahnan, because that just made sense. Providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral energy. Gotcha. So because theoretically the Sovereign can wield all 5 Dahnan, you have to have somebody who can wield the Renan, which is the dark astral energy. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own power. So that's probably how the Thorns formed, is it's because the Maiden has to channel dark energy. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Interesting. So that's kind of just like supplemental information for things we probably wouldn't learn. But really the big question right now is about what is the purpose of the Sovereign contest? We've actually already been here back in the little flashback scene, but you can get a blue chest with 3 life bottles. But yeah, the big question here is, what is the spirit channeling ceremony, and what is the purpose of the crown contest? If you're not actually making somebody a sovereign, other than just to get astral energy in the master cores, what's the purpose? Because they wouldn't have to change people out for that. Let's see if there's anything here. No, that's just a notice. No, just numbers. Okay. Let's go ahead and proceed forward then. Yeah, I guess the other question is, how did he survive for 300 years?
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dahna. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Alphen. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on.
Okay, so he was just in cryostasis, pretty much. Now, the next question is, who freed him? I would assume it was Volron, since Volron had... we know that another lord had perished, and Volron replaced the Lord of Water. So my assumption is, when Volron got back down, probably around a year ago, he went and awakened Alphen. Either that, or it just is like happenstance that like the cryopod can only last for 300 years or something. There's a heavy treat. And so we just happened to wake up as soon as Volron came down. I just find that less likely. Nothing else in this corridor, so let's go ahead and proceed forward.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori. What is this? Is it the work of Dahna's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dahna. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shionne, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shionne.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shionne at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shionne. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shionne. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. all the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
And so we get the latest maiden emblem for Shionne, increasing our max AG by 1. We also get Revitalize, an advanced healing art that restores all allies' HP. Pick that up as soon as you can. Increased art casting resilience, reduced art casting time during combo, and CP restoration when full. Restores CP at the end of a battle while the effects from cooking are active. Insane ability. Holy, I wish we could have got that sooner. And we get the So Deal Arthace, a new weapon. The Gom Arthalis, a new armor. Lea's Pyrequis, and unfortunately no new weapon for Shionne, but we do get this new screen here. That's because Shionne's, I guess, just doesn't get a weapon. It is pretty solid compared to what we already have. However, reflector armor is still better than the armor we got there. And really cool looking sword as well. Now, one just sad thing, I do like the way this costume looks. My favorite outfit still in this entire game was probably specifically... Can I put my mask back on? I could have sworn I could have put the mask back on. Nope, guess not. It was the half mask with the midnight battle garb we had here. I just really liked the way that looked. I didn't like half mask with this bulky armor, but no mask I think looked better. I would have loved to see full mask with the full armor as well, but we'll go ahead and throw this on. This is probably my second favorite. It doesn't look terrible. I think it looks nice. Hopefully we get different color options for it. And let's go ahead and watch this scene.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Dahnans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dahna.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The one separating the Renans from the Dahnans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
All right. Let's go ahead and just move forward real quick. I wish I could use this suit of armor. We are almost to the end of this zone. We won't finish it because, of course, there will be a boss fight at the end. And we'll save that for the beginning of next episode. But I believe we can at least run through this room into this teleporter here. And this should be our final room.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Here we are. This is, of course, a healing point, meaning you guys know what's ahead. But before we end things off, let's go ahead and watch our final little cutscene here.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Dahna astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
And unless we have a fast travel point, which we do not, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. In the next episode, let's see if we can finally figure out the truth behind this entire ceremony and Lenegis. I will see you guys then.